Men of width can never be small. Men of small nature cannot be wide. Have you seen those men? Right straight from office to home, and right from home to office. Right from bed to morning chair to watch newspaper and breakfast, and right at night to a chair, to bed. Have you seen those? We call them narrow men. Then there are medium men. Once a while they play, jump around and do all things. And once a while they are into their chair, they call them chairmen. And once a while there are men you will write, to him sky is not the limit. But tragedy with these men is, like an eagle, doesn't matter how wide range they are, they always can look at you. This is how they are down there. There is nothing of you can escape their eye. They are very wide. They expect you to be perfect, and himself they don't care where they are flying. Yeah. Man has a very strange choices. One are narrow, tied down to their chair. One are medium, between chair and eagle, and one are just eagle. So please understand basic natures. And develop yourself. Consciously, intelligently, multiply by 16 times. Because this positive and negative 16 times is the problem you have to deal with, nothing else. You understand? And never understand, once you are a bride forever. Once you are beloved, you are beloved forever. Never forget that, and man will never forget it. Because you have the capacity to penetrate and remind him 16 times. But you just become a bride for one day and then you forget it, and he forgets it too. Never try to take the track from a beloved to a bore, and from bride to a boss. Beloved to a bore, and bride to a boss. When you are bride, he carried you inside. When you will become boss, he will throw you out. When you are beloved, he ran to see you. When you are bored, he ran to be away. Everything is 16 times. You have the capacity to be happy. Provided you do not open your mouth. Fish. Have you seen the fish on the hook? Right? Why she got into that trouble? She opened her mouth. If fish stops opening her mouth, how many times you can fish? Never. You have to spear her. You can never hook her. Learn from fish not to open your mouth. Otherwise you will be in a frying pan. You hear me? So what should you do? When you want to speak, what you should do? Use your body language. Body language, your body language is 16 times faster and effective than your words. Your body sign and your body language and your body is 16 times effective and is always rewarded, because in this body you always carried the man. And subconscious memories are never forgettable. Only they enter the unconscious. So man unconsciously is very grateful to woman that she carried. And once she doesn't carry him, when he is in intimate relationship, he becomes very, 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 very mad. Now this is his unconscious. Though he couldn't breathe in the womb, but he still loves the warmth and being carried. I hope you understand that. You never looked at it that way? So you're going to think about it tonight? Sure? Will you listen to this lecture word by word and repeat it and think about it and see it and debate it tomorrow? Yeah, no. This magpie is good sign. She visits, she also comes to attend the course. Somebody can take her picture, it will be fun. A magpie can come to a class, can't you not? She's very relaxed. Yeah. What do you say?
Are there any special things that we need to look out for with our middle-aged men between 40 and 50 of what they're going through?
You must understand, a man from day one, when he opens his eyes and closes his eyes, never changes. That's the tragic part of it. And you can never remain the same. That's nature. Weaning and waxing is your nature, not of man. But unfortunately, man expects the day he was bright with you, that's what his standard is. The day he was beloved with you, that's his standard is. You have to adjust. Man can't. If sun start weaning and waxing, what the hell will go to the planet? Oh, you can learn from sky, you don't have to learn from me. Man only remembers one thing, when he saw you, when he talked to you. First 3 minutes set a standard in his brain which he cannot come out. 3 minutes. And after that, everything is a bull's workshop. First 3 minutes, as he saw you, as he talked to you, as he feel you, that's it. There's a set standard. Your relation with your child will always be the first time after 40 days, the first 3 hours. 40 days, child will develop a relationship, but 40th day, first 3 hours, child will establish a relation with you which you can never change. In case of a male, it's a set standard. In case of a female child, it is set plus 16 times. Try to one thing. Next time when you get pregnant, 40th day, first 3 hours, keep on hugging a girl for 3 hours. If she does not demand whole life, you hug till death. Bet with me. The dawn of the 40th day, first 3 hours, decide your relation with your child for the rest of life. And between a male and a female, the relationship is first 3 minutes. When he saw you, when he talked to you, and when he felt you. In between there is no other rule. You go through middle-age crisis. Men don't, they only pretend. Men play sympathy, apathy game more powerful than any human being can imagine. For them everything is a survival. Because man has a total fear of a woman that she's going to leave him, she's not going to be with him, she's this, whatever bullshit is this, totally ridiculous, and it's totally Western. I don't give it a damn, but fact is, between you and him, when you start as a female and male, man has already seen an avalanche. So you are going to get super reaction. So don't start. Because once you start, you can't stop. That's the law of avalanche. So what you will do? He wants to start. What you will do? You always know how to potty train a man. Don't you? Right? Keep in potty training till his death. Don't forget to potty train your man. But you leave it. Then he poops everywhere. And then you start crying. And you can't clean after him. And this is the whole hassle of family life. You potty train him once, you potty train him forever. Then the day you don't want to potty train him, take the Kleenexes and clean after him. Have you ever seen a room where man goes through, remains the same? How many women have found their men getting out of the bed and making the bed? How many women have found their men going to bathroom and flushing it? Or you can say 1 or 2%, forget it. It's not his nature. Can you understand that? It's not his biological nature. If a man start making bed after he gets up and start flushing his bathroom after that and clean the whole thing after his toothbrush and do all that, there is something deadly wrong. He's going to stay soon coming out of the closet and going to declare himself. Basic nature, when this basic nature of the man starts changing, it should be alarming like a bell of the church. Soon you're going to hear something. When a middle-aged man start wearing tight pants and stitching his tie and looking at his collars and doing all that, you better forget it. You better be warned. He's showing you something. Therefore, let us pray that God should take care of the man and you don't have to. Or will you? When you love a man or marry a man, do you understand you have to potty train him the rest of his life? You know what you are getting into? Romance and fantasies are fine, but reality is different. Close your eyes. Sit straight at great yogis. And play, I am beautiful and bountiful and blissful I am. And sing. this is the key to your all troubles. It is answer to your all questions. It is the way to God. It's a way of your redemption, divinity, dignity and grace. These words, beautiful, bountiful and blissful I am, shall never let you down. Just remember them, make them your own, write it on your forehead, in your heart. It's the only truth you have to know. It's only the trust you have to put in. And what is the idea? What is the circumstance? If you feel you are beautiful, bountiful and blissful, then you are. Then don't try to prove it. God shall prove it for you. That's the law of cosmos which you have to learn. When you believe you are beautiful and you don't try to prove it, then God will prove it. Anything which you won't do or you believe, the God shall come through. I always believed, and God will also came through. And that's the law. That's a law with which God is bound. Just believe what you are, and believe you are beautiful, bountiful and blissful, and don't prove it. Don't utter a word. God will speak for you. God will prove it to you. Look at me. You know how many times people have insulted me and tried to destroy me and call me names? When they call me names, I give them the God's name. I'm still alive. You know what is the secret of my victory? And how many enemies I've got? You can't even count. I've never tried to prove myself. When I started and people started and all that, these fanatic groups and other people who cannot believe what is going on, they tried everything, legal, illegal, personal, impersonal. Golden silence. You are not what you say. I say, oh, thank you. What do I lose? You are this, you are that. Thank you. They call me names, they call me everything, and I gave them the face and the grace and walked away. Now they meet me. Ah, Yogi Bhajan, I met you in 1971. You remember me? I say, yeah. I remember. Once somebody said, Yogi ji, remember me? I met you in 1970 in the very beginning. You remember me? I said, no, I know. You never used to tie the flaps of your shirt and your shirt. I remember you. Now I see that boy who never used to, he was almost 3/4 naked all the time. I meet him at the airport in 3-piece suit and tie, and I couldn't believe it. What are you? Now I'm executive such and such. I said, what happened to you walking naked? Well, you changed my life. I said, yeah, I have to. How many naked people you can tolerate? And this guy I particularly remember because he used to always be naked and wear something always torn, so his private part was just ringing around all the time. And one day I caught him and I said, look, at least have some respect. Cover this temple bell, I said. He never forgot that. And he met me at the airport after so many years. You could have totally flipped seeing his dressed up. He was so overdressed up. There were handkerchief here and everything. I said, thank you. I remember you, I said. Why not? You know, Clinton only puffed, he never inhaled. An affair, he was not in any affair, it happened, you know. So his wife forgave him, what about everybody else? I mean, you try to understand these days, and that was the era of 60s when people were not people. And I very calmly went through it. So I learned not to question, not to answer. So, people, those who loved me, they changed. They came to me, they progressed, they left me. It's very funny. Anybody who has left Riacho has just gone to that basic values. It's so painful to see. And I meet them, I talk to them. What happened? Well, and there's never an answer more than well. So I think they fall into the well. It's amazing. Just that period of 10, 20 years disappears. Totally. Therefore, I pray, may the... That's why my prayer is. That's why I like it. May your soul enrich your mind. May your mind serve your body in environments of nature. May you always be healthy, happy and holy. May you carry on the mission of your life with magnitude and manners with grace and dignity. May your personality guide you to the infinity of God. Sadnam.